Hello, friendly people. Today is May 26th. It is part of the eclipse, moon, full moon, opening portals for the Gateway 555. And I am going to do a general reading and pull a card. And the message that came to me today was of the bumblebee. And the bumblebee is a symbol of spiritual awareness, spiritual growth, spiritual choices. And if you've ever encountered a bumblebee or spent time in nature, you know, especially the black and white yellow bee that we've seen, who's much larger. They do float from flower to flower. And actually today I was out and about and I saw a bumblebee in the parking lot who was unable to fly. And so the message that came from that to me to share is that never forget who you are as we go through this 555 gateway and portals and we activate our spiritual vision and our next path. A lot of change is happening, and so sometimes we need help accomplishing our goals. Sometimes we have to pause and stop and just smell the flowers, see exactly what's going on around us. Not to be discouraged, but just to take a pause, to take everything in, to process. And a lot of planets are also in retrograde, like Saturn, Mercury. And so this is giving us a chance to evaluate and reflect, but also take right action as needed. And so the bumblebee is just a gentle reminder to, again, smell the flowers. They do a great job of pollinating those flowers too. So again, our activations are happening as you have, if you've created any visions or plans in the past year, a lot of things have changed. And so along with the retrograde time, this is a great time to evaluate where you're going, who you're going with, what your vision is. And again, it doesn't have to be something, a major vision. It could just be better relationships, a new job, or a change in careers. Again, the bumblebee reminds us that life is still sweet and that if we connect to the right places and a divine rhythm, life will continue to be sweet. Even if we have to pause, there's still sweetness coming to us. And so I'm going to pull a card from The Secret Life. It's The Secret Language of Light by Denise Jarve, Transmissions from Your Soul, and share that along with our bumblebee message. But I thank you for being present. I thank you for staying on your journey. I thank you for holding light even in the most difficult times. And this is what we need to do as we reflect, release, let go of things, places, people, ideas that don't serve us, and then pollinate our life with sweetness. Connect to the right people, in this case flowers for the bee, in the right place. And I ended up actually picking that bumblebee up on a sheet of paper and putting it into a tree. And so it seemed to do well after that. Again, just being in the right place with the right people. And part of that at this time during retrograde season. And of course, during this 555 activation portal, as well as with the moon eclipse, it's just to go in the right path. Stay on your path. Do not be distracted. Do not be discouraged. Be encouraged to just be yourself. And then connect the nectar of life from those right places with those right people, even if that means you have to go a different path. Say goodbye, step back. It's all about divine choices. So, blessings. And I'm going to shuffle the cards. And as I shuffle these cards again, I'm still reminded of how I almost didn't see that bee because it would have been easy for me to step on the bee. I'm very attuned and aware to my surroundings and what's around me, especially nature. And I just am always looking for those, what I call fairy friends, because I'd also seen an additional flying friend before the bee that I couldn't describe, And so magic is in the air. Things are happening. People are growing, some people are not, and we are releasing them, releasing things and places, and just being grateful, knowing that the nectar of life is still available for us. There are many plants, which I would then say many opportunities, many things that we can do, focusing on the ones that bring out the best in us and allow us to pollinate and collect just what we need on this journey, whether that's for a career or a new relationship. Just remember that and honor that. And your life will be much sweeter. Excuse me. Oops, the card that wants to come out is 32, Divine Masculine. So I will read that. And keep this here for you guys to see. Okay, and so 32 talks about the light that supports desire and inspires action. Goes along with the B today. Everything has its purpose. You will not always understand what the purpose of something is. However, it is someone's creation, and that is to be respected. If you don't like it, let it be the inspiration to create something more aligned with your soul's purpose. Consider all areas of your life and reevaluate. I was just saying that earlier. Any part that may not be working. You can be your own father by respecting your ideas and providing a way for them to manifest. You are a master of your own making. So now's the time to recognize your inner strength and motivation and to be a leader of your thoughts and emotions instead of a follower. And again, as I was saying earlier, following along with the bumblebee, you have the power to pollinate life. You might have to pause, you may have to change directions, or you may just have to stay on your path. But know that you are not alone. Stand your ground, regain your self-respect, pick yourself up, and dust yourself off. Ask for help if needed. I just added that. This is not the time to force against or try to control external forces. This is a time for disciplining the way you focus and what you think about so you can create your dreams. And so part of a journal work is to draw or write 3 ways the men in your life inspire your connection to your inner masculine. Okay, and one thought is, if you want to save the world, you will create a world that needs saving. Decide instead to create multiple paths of empowerment where people can save themselves. So love and light. Thank you guys for being here, and just stay in your power. And connecting to the divine masculine just means staying in your power, standing your ground, knowing which path you're on, and taking a pause and or taking action as needed divinely. Blessings.